Hey, Grandpa, what were things like before the virus?
Oh, kids, you don't want to hear the ramblings of an old fool.
Come on, tell us, Grandpa.
Yeah!
All right, calm down. Months ago, before the virus, life was very different. Nobody wore these silly masks, and we all went out to magical places called shopping centers.
What's a shopping center, Grandpa?
Shopping centers were elaborate buildings full of useless crap. We would go into these places and purchase this crap in order to make us feel better about ourselves.
Did it work?
Not at all, my child. The items we bought would briefly make us feel better, but in the harsh, cold reality that the world is completely out of our control, we would slowly slip back in, leading us to seek other forms of dopamine drips.
What's a dopamine?
Yeah. What's a dopamine mean?
Dopamine is a chemical released by our brain that makes us briefly feel good. Have you kids ever had an orgasm?
Oh, yeah.
When you have an orgasm, your brain receives a giant dose of dopamine. However, your brain also gets tiny bursts of it when you buy something, or play a fun video game, or watch one of those terrible internet cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
We also went out to places called restaurants.
Restaurants?
It was a building where you could order food, and instead of it being delivered to your house, they would bring it to a table you sat at.
Wow.
What else did you do, Grandpa?
We used to go to these places called movie theaters. It was a building where you could gather with a bunch of people and watch a film.
Whoa, that sounds awesome.
Oh, far from it, my child. These places had the latest movies, but they were bastions of inconveniences. Tickets to see the film were expensive, but they were only the initial cost. The snacks are where they really stuck you. $6 for a pack of gummy bears.
What the fuck?
And then, after paying an arm and a leg for a seat, they made you sit through 15 to 20 minutes of advertisements.
After paying them all that money, they still put ads in front of you?
Yes. Then while you were trying to watch the film, you would be constantly distracted. People behind you talking. A man to your left, crunching on his overpriced popcorn. A moron 3 rows in front of you, checking their phone. A child. Oh, why is this child even here? I want to pick up that child. I want to squeeze his neck. And I want to kick him like a football. And then the worst thing is that after enduring the price, the ads, the people, the distractions, the noise, the worst thing is at the end of it all, the movie is absolute garbage.
Oh, God, Grandpa, that sounds awful.
It was. My hope is, if we fully recover from this madness, maybe movie theaters. That's the one thing we all agree to let die. And GameStop. Fuck GameStop.
You know, I don't want to brag or anything, but my apocalypse hair is looking fan-fucking-tastic right now. Look at this.